Hello everyone, what's up? I am Alex Xavier, this is my friend
Quincy.
and welcome to the very first debut of the Nomikai Podcast.
Nomikai!
Definitely, this is basically a podcast where we talk about anime, manga, and random shit, alright? So that being said, now you might be thinking, what the hell does Nomikai even have to deal with? Because that sounds some weeaboo shit. It kind of is.
Pretty much is some weeaboo shit.
But it's basically drinky drunky talk. So as you can presume, we will be drinking alcohol every time we do this podcast. So basically, we're gonna just get something and be yummy as fuck on it. It's gonna be a great time. It's gonna be great, mate.
It's gonna be
great. So that being said, the drinks that we have here are prepared. We got ourselves some nice tequila. We are drinking, what is that, Camarena?
Camarena
tequila. And we have it mixed in with some nice, wonderful pink lemonade. Simply lemonade at that fact.
Lemonade, yep.
And we're going to just basically be getting drunk, talking about shit, and then you can kind of just judge us shamelessly or
agree, whichever one floats your boat.
Whatever works. Did you already mix mine?
I already mixed it.
All right,
yeah.
Sweet. Thank you. So here's the first drink, of course. All right.
All right.
Oh, man, that thing is so strong. I love it.
Right, but it tastes so good.
So good. All right, so, of course, we're going to be starting things off by talking about some anime because, you know, we're black people who like anime, like every other black person.
Of course, they just don't like to admit it. That's all it is,
it's weird. I hate those type of black people.
Right, where it's just like, bro, come on, just admit it.
Just say you like anime.
Nigga, you's a weeaboo.
Yeah.
You's a fucking otaku.
Of course, that being said, we will hopefully get more guests onto this little series, whether it be random broads in the wonderful streets of Hollywood, or if it's just other weeaboo fucking people out there.
Never know.
Whatever.
Or if you just like to drink and talk shit about random crap.
Yep, that's true. We accept everything. So, you know, as time goes on, we shall evolve this series and keep getting drunk. So
keep going.
So anywho, now we're going to start talking. Actually, I did see the news onto, of course, Rising of the Shield Hero.
Right.
The anime adaptation coming out for it next Wednesday, January 9th? Is that the 9th? Is it Wednesday?
I believe so. Let's double check that information.
But regardless about it, I'm excited about it. I am legitimately excited about it because you actually introduced me to that manga, and it is one of my favorite manga in like a while.
It's a good one.
And I mean like a newly one.
It's a really good manga.
It's really good.
And for the plot that goes on inside the manga, which has been happening in a lot of mangas, by the way. A lot of adventure mangas, fighting mangas, have been kind of on this reincarnation cycle. This idea of dying in this world, but then your soul being transferred over to a new body, a new baby being reborn, however you want to put it, into a whole other world where magic might exist or the time period might be slightly altered, anything of that nature.
Actually, the weird thing about that series, which I find pretty interesting, is the fact that the weird thing I noticed is that, you know,
January 9th.
All right, sweet. It's on Wednesday and everything. So the weird thing about the series, which kind of had me start thinking, is in one of the chapters for it itself, the character, you know, the way it started in general was he was in the library, checking a book out, and he saw it, and he was like, oh, what the hell? Is it about a different world? Well, that's weird. And then he got transferred into that world. But for the other characters, which I find is kind of different, where they all feel like they experienced death, actually, instead, and then they got brought to that world, which I find very interesting because...
I do find that interesting. It almost seems like someone actually summoned him.
Yep.
Not through the regular means, though. It didn't seem like the kingdom is what had summoned him inside that manga. It seems like maybe another outside force decided that the Shield Hero needed to be here because these other heroes are... Well, if you read the manga, you'll find out what the other heroes are like.
Yeah. We don't want to get too much into the manga because right now, the other heroes... Actually, no, I actually kind of like hate them, but I like them at the same time. You know what I mean?
I like them. I like their character developments based on, I guess what you could say, what they believe in. But
they do the
illogical mindsets that they do have is like, what?
Yeah, it's really bad.
It's really bad.
Like,
it's really bad. They ain't no Detective Conan, we'll tell you that much.
Yeah,
those heroes are...
Yeesh. Yeesh. But
You mean today?
Oh yeah, you mean? Why you mean?
Why you being mean today?
But I know for a fact we already predicted that the very first episode is going to be basically all the way up to the point where he gets the the spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
The false rape accusation.
Right.
So we already know, and I can't wait to see the tone set on that.
Yeah, it's gonna be very interesting.
Because when I was reading it, I was getting pissed.
I know, right? Like, I was getting mad with him. Like, I'm about to fuck everybody in this room up myself if I can jump into these pages.
I can't wait for the anime to do it, and I hope they do it better. But right now with this anime, I'm having the same Noragami feeling I had before. Where like with Noragami, it was a manga series I was reading, and I was like, I really love this fucking manga. This is a great manga. And the anime came out, and I was like nervous. Oh, I hope they don't fuck this up. I was like, I hope they don't fuck. I hope they don't drop the ball. And it was a good anime still. Like of course, I had to endure Yukine.
Yeah. They just dropped a few marbles. That's all.
Yeah, but I can get over that. Like I had to like. They did a good job with Yukine.
Yeah.
Even though I hated him in the manga in the beginning.
He was an annoying little shit who was completely unappreciative of anything.
Yeah, and I couldn't.
And was literally killing the guy that saved him.
Yeah, I couldn't stand it. I was just like,
oh, sorry, that's another spoiler.
Spoiler alert! The whole video.
We'll just put a tag.
But there's going to be spoilers in this series in general because we're going to be talking about
the series themselves.
Yes.
So it's okay.
So
there will be a spoiler tag.
You're gonna get it.
It's gonna be a spoiler tag.
So if you're watching this, you're gonna get spoilers in general and stuff.
Plus we're drunk. Because we're gonna be drunk. We're gonna get our second drinks.
Yes. The first drink we had earlier, we were just testing to see if we kind of like it.
See how the drink tastes. But it's actually
and also because we're alcoholics. I mean, anyway.
So yeah, if any of you guys ever want a tasty beverage, have some. I can't even pronounce this now after the second drink.
Here, I got you. It is Familia Camarina.
Camarina. So yeah, get some Camarina tequila. The
you can do it.
Reposado.
There you go.
Flavor.
Yep. Reposado.
With simply lemonade. Simply pink lemonade.
Yep.
And I'll tell you what, it tastes like a pomegranate. It tastes like a pomegranate, but made for adults.
Yep. And
a pomegranate you wouldn't give your child.
And trust me, the first cup, we have small cups as you see here.
It's not a very big cup.
We actually felt it.
That's literally the cup.
Yeah.
It is quite literally like a whiskey glass.
Basically. We were actually able to feel it from the first drink we had.
Yeah.
So
it's pretty good.
And we didn't even pour a lot of tequila.
No.
That thing is strong.
I've just done shots, one shot of tequila and then mix it with a little bit of juice.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
And it's delicious.
But anywho, we're getting distracted already.
Yeah, it's okay. It's
gonna get worse.
Anyway, so back to the anime adaptations that are coming out for 2019. So we got the Shield Hero.
Yep.
We have of course, One Punch Man. It should be coming out.
About time, season 2, baby.
In about April. We all have been waiting for that fucking anime.
I thought it was gonna come out this December, or around that time.
You're really devoted to a certain manga/anime when you actually go to the original artist.
I do.
Drawings and storyline. Like, if you've seen actual one's work, I respect the guy. He's got a great vision, a great imagination. Really good at telling a story, but his actual artwork is just, it's like a 5-year-old
actually had
or a 9-year-old got hired to draw his artwork. But
it was all his. But
it's all his.
I appreciate his passion because he's even though he's bad at drawing, he was not afraid to just go out there and just do his thing still.
And somebody picked it up, made it look amazing in a manga, and even as a shout out to him, would even throw in some of his artwork. I mean, in some of his anime, and even in the anime adaptation for season 1, a lot of the just blank face stares with just the clear lines in the background. That's actually how one drew a lot of his artwork.
Really?
That's
I did not know that.
Yeah, so a lot of those ones where it's like he really just looks kind of completely out of character, like way out. Like it looks like a whole other animator drew him. That's how one drew his characters. It's kind of like a little shout out.
That's pretty dope. I didn't know that. So
right, you'd have, like I said, you gotta be reading it. Gotta go like all the way deep.
You gotta go in there.
Gotta go in there, bro.
You can't finger it. You gotta fist it.
Okay.
All right, but you gotta one punch.
You gotta one punch that shit.
But Yeah, there's actually going to be. I haven't even looked into whether shows are being turned into another anime adaptation or whatever.
Right.
I just been really excited for the Shield Hero and
Shield
One Punch
Hero,
Man actually.
And One Punch Man.
Because like when you said it earlier today, I was like, oh yeah, I can't wait for that too. When is it coming out? And you were like, oh, April. I'm like, shit.
I know, we gotta wait three more months, but still, at least it's coming out this year. So
yeah, true.
It's not like we're gonna go to Anime Expo. It's like, oh yeah, that One Punch Man thing. Yeah, that ain't happening until 2020.
Like, oh, actually, I remember something. There was a rumor I actually heard on the internet because I was just doing some research. That's what I do. And there's a rumor that they're gonna finally do. It's not been announced, so I doubt it. But that they're gonna finally do The World God Only Knows season 4.
Oh.
And they were thinking about doing that in July to release it.
Oh shit!
It's a rumor right now, so I don't know if it's true. And if they announce it in July, I'll still be happy because that means 2020 is going to be my fucking year for sure.
Bro.
And they need to do season 4 at this point because
swear to God,
you can't stop at season 3 because then you're just like, okay, we know something else happens.
It's like, I swear to God, The World God Only Knows, bro. That was just truly.
It was a great.
It was truly just hilarious, and they just it was like Gintama, but with an otaku as your main character.
Yeah.
And so it made it a little.
Good way to
so for any of you guys that are otakus out there and you have not seen The World God Only Knows, I don't know where you've been because honestly, if you're an otaku, you should have seen where the World God Only Knows.
You should have at least seen it or read the manga.
Or read the manga or heard about it.
I actually recommend you read the manga because season 3 does have a time skip in it where I don't want to get too much in detail because I'm actually spoiler in like my future content. Actually, for February, anime of the month is gonna be The World God Only Knows. I purposely picked it for that because it's a romance in February and it's perfect, whatever.
Yeah.
So, it's
actually
you know,
I guess you could say without really spoiling the manga, the best way to explain it would be that The World God Only Knows is basically taking an otaku and forcing him into a harem situation.
Yep. And they actually explain why he has to, and it's not like these bitches just love him right off the get-go. He actually has to earn
he actually has
to
work towards their love.
He has to do that, which is something I find great for like a harem, I guess, technically.
Because in most harems, it's just that the women just are already in love with the character. We don't really know why they're in love with the character. Of course, you
because
figure
he's
out,
a nice guy.
You figure out later on in the episodes that's like throughout different situations, he or she did something for all these characters that really touched them and made them very, grateful. But
and then sometimes they're just, sometimes it'll just be like something where like he's just not being a pervert when there's a group of guys being perverts. Yeah, he's just a nice guy, and I'm thinking, let's be real, girls don't just fall for guys for being nice.
Not all the time. No, I mean,
like it takes a lot more than just that. Like it's an important factor.
Oh yeah.
But it's like there's way more than just you not looking at her tits when she's talking. Like most of the time they are looking at their tits when they're talking.
It's like so like trust me, if you've got breasts and they are exposed in any form of way, you're gonna get at least one glance. At least one. Even if it's a gentleman, it'll be one gentleman's glance. Just your eyes just kind of dip down. That's all they're gonna do, just dip it down. You're not gonna like touch your whole head down. No, it's gonna be a quick little.
Unless you're me.
Unless you're this guy.
Yeah, me. I'm just like, damn, girl, what you got right there? I'm not like that. But
this guy right here is just like, wow.
What?
These things are like.
I'm like, these are heavy. Are you sure you don't need me to help carry them? I'm big and strong. I can carry these.
I'm a Marine. Let me carry those for you.
But anyway, but for like The World God Only Knows was also rumored to at least I heard it was going to be released in July, but there was no announcement. So the most I'm hoping for is an announcement before or at some point this year.
It might be announced if it is within development or they already have it kind of in way. It'll probably get announced at the Anime Expo for 2019.
Oh yeah, that'd be nice. I'll be able to see it in time.
So yeah,
I go to the Anime Expo
like every year.
Actually,
I'm gonna go with you this year.
You're gonna go this year?
Yeah, I'm gonna go this year.
Yes,
so
dude.
Anime Expo
About time. I've been wanting you to go with me.
Yeah, I'm gonna have
a couple years.
I'll definitely have money now and time. So it's like, shit, I don't mind it.
Perfect. I've been wanting to have him come with me for like a couple of years. Every year I'm like, yo, I'm gonna be going to Anime Expo. You down to go? I'm like,
I get stuck at fucking working on all that shit because it's like I don't have vacation days and all that. It's like I would love to go for all 3 days, but then my job.
All 4 days.
All 4 days with like my job sucked, but the job I have now, dude, they would be like, yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah, me, I go for 5 days because they have the pre-show day.
Oh, they do, don't
yeah,
they?
I go to that too because like I just like to go see the like all the like no one's cosplaying really.
No, not
like,
yet. Not on the pre-day. Pre-day's kind
I
of
like to go there because like one, you get all your shit taken care of. Like you get your card, your badge thing, and you don't have to worry about it the next day in the morning and like have it wait in a long ass line.
Right.
So
you just
I highly
get to go
recommend.
right
I actually do recommend the pre-show just to.
I'll go.
Just to get the fucking badge.
Just to get
it's
the
only
badge,
like $20
just to skip everything. Like fuck it, I'm out.
But
whoa. I gotta pay an extra $20 for a badge, even though I've already paid for tickets.
Yeah.
Y'all some smart ass fucking scammers.
Oh,
man.
and lucky for me, what I do is I buy typically. What I do is I buy the badge, like the pre-show one.
Now, what does the badge do exactly?
Oh, the pre-show badge.
Just
the badge in general.
Just the badge in general.
It's so you can actually go inside the venue. And actually, they updated their shit this year or last year. What they did was last year is you brought your badge. They had these things where you had to scan yourself in.
Okay, that's all. That's already weird. But so what you're telling me is that I'm gonna end up paying about $120.
Probably not actually.
Or just follow me here for a second. Yeah. Even if it's not that much, let's just assume that I'm gonna go for all 5 days.
Okay.
And so it's like you telling me that I gotta pay tickets for those for like basically a ticket 5-day pass and a badge to get in, even though I have tickets to get in.
Well, no. What you're doing is you're paying 4 days for the for the 4 days, of course, and then there's a badge.
Okay.
So for the badges, it's like I guess it's 2 badges really.
Right.
Because but yeah, they give you like the pre-show badge where you can just go in and do your shit, walk around, look at some of the shit they have, and then there's like the 4-day badge thing. And then you can even buy certain day badges too, which is kind of cool.
Oh, okay.
So if you like maybe want to come in like let's say it's like Friday, Sunday or something like that, you can do that.
Okay.
Which is pretty cool. But you'll pay like if you get it early enough, you'll probably be paying only like $80, maybe less.
Okay.
Depending how early. And me, I wait till what I've been doing is I wait till I get the pre-show one, and then I buy the regular 4-day when I'm there. The reason why, because I have the military discount.
Shit, I might do that next week actually. I might just well go ahead and buy my tickets.
Yeah, just look it up to see if they're already released.
They might be.
Yeah, but
because it's what next Anime Expo should be in.
It's in July.
July?
Yeah, it's always in July. First week of July.
First week of July?
Yeah. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have my DD214, and that still covers me for the discount because I'm a veteran. So.
Well, yeah. I mean, literally, it doesn't matter where you go. As long if you serve in the military, you'll always get a military discount.
Yeah. So like I'm literally gonna just be like I'm gonna go to pre-show and I'm like, hey, can I buy my fucking 4-day pass right now? And they're usually like, yeah, sure. And then I buy it there. And hey, I have a military discount. They're like, awesome. You're paying only $50. So I spend like $70 every year.
That's not bad.
So like I like it. I'm not complaining.
So yeah, I like it. It's good.
Another thing that I've been wanting to have another season, but I learned why they don't have a season is My Romantic Comedy Snafu.
Oh.
Now I wanted them to have another season, but I found out why.
Why?
And it pissed me off a little bit.
Okay.
It's because the creators got in kind of like an argument. Yeah. The
some bullshit happened.
Yeah. And even the manga series hasn't really continued much from where it was last off on the second season. And it breaks my fucking heart. because the way season 2, if you saw season 2, the way it ended, it left such a huge cliffhanger.
It's like you basically just been waiting.
Yeah. First off, I was waiting like since high school.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you mean. Yeah. Air Gear did the exact same fucking thing.
Yep. I was like, oh shit, I can't wait for season 3.
Right.
It's been like 4-5 years.
Seriously. Air Gear did the exact same thing. They had the guy, he's supposed to try to become the king of all rollerbladers. And in the anime, the last episode that they had was him trying to jump over, I think it was like 100 people using his skates. And the thing is, I guess it's a very hard jump. It's very easily to fail.
Yeah.
And the idea was that he could beat the record of whoever jumped the farthest before him.
Yeah.
Which was, I guess, his predecessor of the King of Skaters. Whatever. I can't remember. I had to rewatch that anime. It was actually a really good anime.
Okay.
A lot of fan service in that one too.
Oh, was it?
Oh yeah.
I haven't ever seen it. I've never seen it. It's Air Gear, right?
Yeah, Air Gear. It's actually really good.
Okay.
Good one.
Good, just a lot of fan service.
Yeah, a lot of fan service. But they got some supernatural shit that goes on in there too. That's like, what?
But that shouldn't be working the way it is.
It really shouldn't be working. I'm just gonna get a little off topic just for a quick second, just so I can give him an idea.
Yeah.
But here's what I mean by supernatural stuff. At one point in time, when they were doing this race thing, the main character either got off track or jumped off the track, and another character did a kick with his rollerblades that sent out like a wind cut into the air, right? Which you think, like, I don't know how that's quite exactly possible, but apparently he moves his skates so fast that literally an air force that can cut through stone.
That's some superpower shit.
Flies out, right? Yeah, I know, some superpower shit. And the main character ends up riding on that with his skates.
Wait,
he grinds on it and goes even further into the race. It's like, what?
Wait, okay. There's one thing to just give me some superpower shit where like he cut the fucking currents. But he can shoot. But he's grinding on the wind currents.
Yeah, he's
creating.
Yeah, the dude grinded on the wind currents that
what kind of
created.
Bullshit is that? What kind of bullshit is that?
That is that anime. And then they ended it with the main character doing this jump, and he finally lands on the other side and cuts to black. And it's like, did he win? Did he beat it? What happened? You left me with so many questions.
See, there's questions, and I have them, and I don't have the answer to them at all.
I felt like Cell from Team 4-Star when Goku just popped in out of nowhere to pick up Tien and Piccolo, and then just popped back out. Just what? I have so many questions.
Oh God, fucking. But yeah, I'm really
about to kill my drink.
Unfortunately, I was hoping for another comedy snafu. But at this point, I kind of given up. I kind of accepted the fact that
it's just not gonna happen.
It's not gonna happen.
It's all good.
Yeah, I'm upset about it because I love the improvement actually. If you look at, I recommend looking at just one episode from. Actually, watch the first episode from the season 1, and then watch the first episode from season 2. The quality and animation that it got a boost from is amazing. It's like remarkably noticeable.
Oh,
because
really?
The thing is, I remember one time I was like, fuck, I'm gonna binge watch the whole series, and I did that, and then like when I started season 2, I was like, oh shit, I didn't realize how much like it upped this game.
It's gotten better.
Yeah, because I remember like I watched it one time, and then like I didn't watch season 2, and then like, season 2 came out, and I was like, oh shit, okay, I was watching. I didn't notice the huge high quality difference.
The biggest difference.
Because there was a lot of time since I watched it.
Right, it's been a good long while.
Yeah, so then when I watched it back to back, you can like see how like updated it really got.
Would you say it was kind of like would you say the transition was like for Family Guy like season 10 to season 11? I don't know if you've ever. It's kind of nuts. Like literally, Family Guy there's like you see that it slowly, steadily grew in animation. Like definitely the drawings got a little bit cleaner.
Yeah.
But once you got to like season 11, 12, and 13, it's like all of a sudden you had shadows.
Wait, they had shadows?
They added shadows. Like, oh, you mean to tell me that y'all got real detailed out of nowhere, huh?
So
y'all went from 2D to 3D up in this bitch.
Y'all added some dimensions.
Added some dimensional work up in here. Okay.
Respect.
So are you telling me that now the background characters have some faces, or is it?
Oh yeah, they did.
Okay.
And then like you can actually see their like even like the kind of like the I guess the texture like not texture like the shadow on their faces even.
Yeah.
Which is like not like obviously detail like graphically like JoJo Bizarro, but
right.
But it was like
just
that show was like a show I want to get into.
JoJo's that one show that's like it's got like literally every character in there is a character.
Background character is a character.
It's like that background character over there. He has a backstory.
Yeah. Like
it's like real life, but anime.
No, it's weird. Like because the thing that's what's funny though. Even though I've never watched an episode of JoJo's Bizarro, I understand all of the references for it. I understand every reference for for JoJo, which is weird outside of JoJo. Like I'm just like every time I see it, and I always notice I'm like, is this a JoJo reference? Like I'm just like, and then someone's like, it is a JoJo reference. I'm like, no way, it's a JoJo reference.
No way, never seen that anime, but I know the reference.
I know it's a reference somehow.
You know, the way you probably know is because we both have seen enough anime to know that's not from anything I've seen.
Yep.
That must be
like,
JoJo.
you remember the to be continued thing that meme that popped up on like every time someone's doing something and then something bad happens, but it doesn't show you the full thing. It was like to be continued.
Yep.
That's from JoJo.
JoJo.
And then I kept dying because I knew where it was from. And then I'm thinking, I'm like, why do I know where this is from? I've never seen an episode. I'm like, why?
It's like, I hadn't even touched a single hair of JoJo.
The most time I ever got with a JoJo was Anime Expo from people cosplaying from JoJo.
Oh, well, there you go.
And that's about it. But it's just crazy. Like, it's a great time. It's a great time.
Right.
So I'm going to kill this right here so you can just pour me more.
Are you sure? Mm-hmm. Okay, I was going to say, you take your time, sir. Just going to make another beverage real quick.
No, I'm going to keep up.
He's like, I ain't no punk bitch that you drink for drink, son.
Oh, that's hard. That's tough.
Right?
I'll let y'all know right now, this is actually pretty fucking strong. So, all right, that's enough of the understanding of anime. We can actually start moving on to manga. Now, for this... Sorry, drunk me almost kind of forgot what I was gonna say.
No, you're okay. You just took a good swig.
I'm good.
I'm gonna get that lemonade.
All right, yeah, thank you. All right, so right now we're gonna be talking about manga while he gets the drink prepared. This portion of the section where we talk about manga, we're gonna be talking about manga that we are currently reading or that we just finished reading. So right now, Quincy is a man who he especially loves reading action, genre, comedy, such as that. So he'll be mainly talking about the shit he's been reading in that regard. And kind of, giving me a little update, kind of give me an insight on that kind of series also, because he reads way more than I do.
Yeah, I read a lot of manga.
Yeah.
I guess if you were to say who we are as people, I'm the manga reader. He is the anime watcher.
Yeah. Like, I love manga. It's just that, like, I don't search for manga as much as I search for anime.
Exactly.
To watch. And mainly for me, the reason why is because typically I like to do multitask and do a bunch of shit.
Well, not only that, but manga.
And I can't do that with manga for me.
Right. And the thing is, too is that animes come out in usually in like full sections. It's not gonna be piece by piece by piece like with a manga.
Unless it's like new, where
if you catch up to the manga, you're constantly waiting. Whereas for an anime, it's like you have a date, a time, so it's it's easy. You know when it's coming.
Yeah. So like
for a manga, it's like, when is this shit gonna update?
Literally every time I find a new manga, I'm like, yo, I found this manga, but you're like, oh yeah, it's this, blah blah blah. I'm like, fuck you, man.
It's like, oh yeah, I found this manga. That's a great manga, actually.
Yeah, I read that like a couple weeks ago. Actually,
I actually read that manga like yesterday.
It's a new, freshly new manga. Like, it was like, dude, this new manga just came out literally like a couple hours ago. It was pretty good. Like,
it's like, bro, I just read that right when it came out.
No, I come in like, he's like, oh yeah, I read that yesterday. I'm like, yesterday? It didn't come out till today. Like,
oh, you don't understand. I have a premium manga account. I get everything before it gets released.
I'm like, what the fuck?
Honestly, I would love that though. If I literally had a manga account where like literally the artist just sent me the very thing, like the very first thing before it gets released, I would love that. Like, hey,
that'd be cool.
I'll read it all the time.
Yeah, but so basically for this portion right here is he's gonna be, of course, talking about his genre anime that he loves, of course, with his action comedy that comes out. He reads a lot. He reads a lot, so he can pretty much talk about anything. Me, I've been reading a lot more frequently. I've been reading a lot more just because it helps kill the time. Honestly, that's why I've been reading more, and I have a lot of time more. Like before, I didn't read that much because I didn't have that much time.
Yeah.
Now I have a lot more time again. Because I'm unemployed. And
what?
The most truth right there.
That was a whole lot of truth right there.
Yep.
That was a whole lot of truth right there.
So,
because I'm unemployed, so this is the way.
So the thing that's going down is I'm gonna be talking about the manga I've been reading, but the thing I read primarily is I like romance because I'm a lonely loser. So it's nice for me to just I'm
really a loser. Lonely, sure. Okay. Lonely, you can take an L in lonely, but I wouldn't take the double L of lonely and loser.
But yeah, since I like reading romance and stuff like that, I try to avoid harems, but it's hard to do that with romance. Like a lot of them are.
A lot of them, harem is just one of those things that's like it almost.
It's because of the fantasy of like it's trying to capture the attention of male audiences because more men actually read romance than women.
Yeah. Actually,
so they try to capture what a man's like.
Did you also know that a lot of men also read more yaoi than women?
Yeah, it actually blew my mind. Like, I actually read it too.
That's right. A lot of you out there talking about you straight, you fucking lying.
Hey, I'm straight. I read it out because it has better story than Yuri's. Yuri's typically just all fan service, man.
You're all come on, you know you love that muscle fan service that shows up every once every 5 chapters.
No.
It's like no.
But so we're gonna be basically talking about that and going to. I forgot you didn't stir mine. Give me that.
No, I stirred it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Man, I'm tripping.
Yeah.
I didn't see you.
Yeah, no, I stirred it.
Oh, thanks.
I'll stir it one more time for you.
Thanks, Dad. All right, so.
Since you use your baby, use your little baby. I got you.
Yeah. Thanks.
Little baby, I got you. There you
little
go.
Baby.
Little baby.
So of course, you already have the manga you want to talk about. We already discussed it a little bit.
Oh yes,
so.
Kengan Ashura. If you guys have not checked out that manga, it's actually really good manga, really good martial arts manga. It's basically about these big corporate businesses that run, I guess you could say different parts of the world, but just these CEOs that held these like gladiator matches.
Walmart and Target. Low-key brawling.
It's like Walmart and Target,
McDonald's and Burger King brawling out there.
Hey man, it's cute. It's a possibility, but it's a really great action-packed manga. There's not like full of fan service and anything like that, and there's really no supernatural powers in it either. It really is based off a lot of what humans can actually do, what humans can actually achieve, and then what mutations actually happen inside of human beings themselves. You have certain characters that, like, one character was born with that disease where you're born with your muscles fully developed, and they are constantly working. They're constantly like building themselves up. So by the time this character got to like 4 years old, he could lift his dad up, or he can almost pick up a car.
And that's actually a real thing.
It's a real disease. There's a child out that child that won back in like 2012, 2011. There's that really buff kid.
Yeah. Oh, I know what you're talking
really buff
about.
workout kid. He had that disease. That's why his muscles were like that. It's like, if he was to work out every day, his muscles would become developed and it would be an issue. But he actually had that in him to make it so that when he came, he was already built.
Yeah. Man, I wish I had that.
Low key. I think it's called the Superman mutation.
Okay.
I think that's what it's called, or at least for simple terms. I don't know the scientific.
Yeah, the big word nerd. Shit.
Yeah, the big word nerd, the big nerd word. But yeah, I think it's called the Superman disease, and it's stuff like that. That's really cool. You have other characters who were born. You have one character that ended up becoming a serial killer, and he ended up in these matches, and he was born with like all his joints being double jointed.
Oh.
So
ew.
he literally every part of his body that could bend, twist, or turn, he could bend, twist, or turn in any direction. So one character tried to basically, break his neck, by doing a finger thrust to the neck, which would have snapped most people's spines, which would have snapped your vertebrae right there. But because he's like that, he literally just bent his head all the way back and forced his neck out, so that his head caught the guy's hands and ended up crushing his fingers between the back of his skull and his shoulder blades.
Jeez, that's fucking gross.
It's a pretty brutal anime. They get very detailed in the artwork. Manga, sorry. They do have an anime adaptation coming out. They said it's supposed to be in 2019. No month has been given yet.
It was announced actually last year in Anime Expo, right?
It was announced last year in Anime Expo, so it should have an anime adaptation. I don't know exactly when, but your boy's waiting.
Yeah, it's gonna be graphic.
But yeah,
who would you say is your favorite character so far?
If I had to say my favorite character inside of that whole manga, it would have to be a guy named Cosmo. Cosmo is this jujitsu strangling type character.
Is he a green hair fairy?
No, he's not. He's not a
fairy godparent.
No, he's not a fairy godparent. No, he's not. He's not a fairy godparent. He's like this blonde white kid. He's like really small individual, but they call him the King of Stranglers because he spent so many years learning jiu-jitsu to the point where he could literally take down big ass people by just choking them out within seconds.
Damn, that's gangster.
And he's small, and he get them in all kinds of ways. And I just love that because they gave him this tenacity, this ability to win, but also he was never had a very good grasp of his ability, so he's never stuck up or ignorant or arrogant towards anybody.
Okay, he's a humble dude.
Yeah, he's a humble guy who would choke you out real fucking quick, and it's like I can relate to that.
I can relate.
I can relate to that. I'm a pretty humble guy. Talk to me sideways, and I have to, you might end up sleeping on the floor.
Awesome. Actually, I remember I finally put it on my favorite so I could start reading it. It actually has quite a few chapters. How many was it again? Like 200 something? Or?
Currently, there's 252 chapters, but a lot, 20 of those chapters are filler.
Okay.
So it's just not really
not bad.
Actually, no, that's not even filler. It's just more of like
relaxed downtime.
Yeah, it's just kind of like the artist having fun.
Okay, cool.
The artist just having fun with his characters. And
it's not like Bleach bad, at least.
Yes, or
Naruto bad.
No, what was that one? What was that one? High School of the Dead. It wasn't like that where they had that one literal episode in the middle of all of this drama where it's like, we're going to have a whole bath scene, shower scene, slight sexual tension scene.
Episode 6, the buffer episode. I remember this. I hated it. It pissed me off. They could have mixed. Hold on. Give me a second real quick. They could have mixed episode 6 and 7 together. I would have been a little bit okay with that. Yeah, it would have been some fan service like usual, as I predicted. But they would have been like, oh, let's go save that little girl right there. And I'm like, all right, cool. There's some progress. Oh, her dad died. That fucking sucks, but whatever. But no. Instead, they were like, hey, tits, ass, maybe pussy. Nah, you ain't getting that. But, hey, more tits. Big ass tits. How old are they? 16? You jerked off them? You fucking creep. And then it's just like, what the fuck? They could have just mixed. At least episode. If they mixed 6 and 7, I would have fathomed it. Just like, I would have been like,
yeah, they could have blended those episodes a little bit.
I would have been like, you know what?
I mean, literally, I don't know what you guys did for High School of the Dead for episode 6, but quite literally, all that whole episode was not needed.
Yes, there literally was nothing that happened.
I understand you want to give us some fan service, but you already gave us fan service when you had a guy shoot a bullet between a girl's breasts just because they managed to split perfectly in different directions.
First of all,
that was already fan service.
First of all, no. Right? Because that right there makes no sense. No, you know how fast your tits have to move? Actually, for that to happen, first of all, okay, let's say that's possible for your boobs to do that, okay? Do you know how fast they'll have to move for the bullet to go through in the middle and then them like go in laps like that?
Not even, it's like,
and the worst part, it started from one side, got to the other side, and then, like, what?
What also kind of got me about that one, too, is that it seemed like, okay, when she did her little dodge, it seemed like he aimed to shoot between her breasts. Like, you could have shot under her back and still did the same thing, and would have had less of a risk factor. But no, you went right between the crack of her breast. Like, you had the perfect timing to get between those breasts.
Also, for how fast a bullet travels, she had a bit in his line of sight. So, what the fuck was he aiming at? Was he expecting her to be able to do that shit?
Maybe he was looking at her tits the entire time, and then he saw a zombie in front of her. Like, oh shit!
Like, oh, here's the thing that kind of
save the titty.
All right, here's another thing. The laughable fucking character development is shit. It is so fucking terrible. Even in the manga, I thought like maybe, just maybe, the anime was just shitty. And then, like, the manga was also going to be somewhat shitty, but not that shitty with the character development. No, the Psycho episode pissed me off. I hated that. Her one episode of character development. Yeah, first of all, I like Psycho. She's a baddie, you know.
She is a baddie.
Yeah.
I would fuck the shit out of Psycho. I would let her fuck the shit out of me.
Exactly. Here's the thing. In that episode, I never wanted to kick her so much, like, in the fucking face. Because, like, the reason why she's been a badass the whole time, right? She's been on badass the whole time. And then I understand having like a sad backstory or whatever, but I couldn't stand the ending of that episode. It made me feel completely uncomfortable. Because first of all, he pretty much sexually like assaulted her at the end of that. He just goes right behind her and grabs her tits and squeezes the fuck out of them. And I was like, why the fuck okay, I understand like you're trying to get her to snap out of it, but like, why the fuck are you like grabbing her tit? Like,
haven't you ever seen anime?
Like, I was just like,
don't you know that a woman's have you not seen Seki no Quasar? The breast is the control panel.
But seriously, that makes no fucking sense though. Like, he just gets behind her and grabs her tits and starts squeezing this shit. I'm like, dude, you're gonna pop her tit. Like, can you fucking like chill? And like just like I don't know how you grabbing her tit and yelling at her does anything. I understand yelling at her might do something. They could have just did it like that. But the grabbing the tit part, I was just like making me uncomfortable a little bit. I was just like,
you just made me think about that too, about tit grabbing in anime that really like got. It's like that like makes it look even more aggressive is the fact that the character's fingers literally sink into their breasts and the breast like envelops the fingers. Like,
yeah,
I've grabbed breasts.
I've grabbed
large breasts.
I have. They don't do that.
They don't just they don't envelop around your fingers. No, you grab them. They go out openings. They have it moves.
Yeah.
It's not like silly putty where you just.
Yeah. So. That was okay. Let me calm down.
Okay, yeah. Let's just
like High School of the Dead.
We're gonna backtrack a little here. High School of the Dead, High School DxD. Almost any anime with high school anything has just been kind of a very.
No show that actually surprisingly did better for being perverted. High School DxD. That show did a great balance of action but fan service.
But it was all.
It was all fan service.
It was all fan service.
But it somehow made it work.
It made it work with the action.
And I think it's because they still had a lot of character development. A lot of there was fan service, but it's not like they deterred from the plot.
It's like honestly, if you're gonna watch High School DxD, it's a great one to watch. You got to go into it knowing full well that it's gonna be like watching. It's like going into a strip club and seeing every stripper in there fighting.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You kind of got to go into it with that mindset. Like, okay, I'm gonna see tits, I'm gonna see ass. But there's going to be a lot of action going on that's going to make me even more interested into that. Mm-hmm. But I can notice there's still tits and ass right over there.
Yeah. It's one of those things where it did a good job.
Yeah.
It actually like forwarded the plot and still along with it while still having fan service, but it still followed the story.
Sekiro did that for me.
Sekiro? I never got into Sekiro. I couldn't get into it.
Sekiro was actually pretty good for me just because the reason why I liked Sekiro so much is because yes, there's a lot of fan service in that one too.
Yeah, plenty. I know.
There's plenty. Literally one punch. Literally, it's like in this one, it's like you punch one character, you punch another character, and a whole strip of clothing just goes flying off. Like one punch. I could punch this dude's shoulder, and like this entire section of his clothing would just go. It's like it's like I don't know why. I don't know why that would happen. But for a second, I punch his left shoulder, and next thing you know, his whole right breast will be shown, because that's.
Oh wait, we got distracted. Back to manga.
Oh yeah, we went back. We backtracked all the anime.
We went too far backtracking, but
But
anyway, yeah, guys punching each other and shit.
So yeah,
and double joints.
Yes, double jointed. Yeah, Kengan Ashura is a great anime to check out, especially if you love martial arts and you love action. If you really love detailed movements within your manga, where things are really actually
and detailed art style too.
Where you actually see how characters are fighting, how things are moving. It's a great one to read. Okay, so I kind of can't wait for it to become an anime, because already as a manga itself, it kind of feels and moves like an anime. Mm-hmm. That's kind of how the art style goes.
That's actually pretty
There's
dope.
really no time where it's like, a character is gonna break someone's. I mean, there are moments where it's like there are a lot of moments where characters break certain, like limbs and whatnot, and you don't really exactly see it exactly when they break it. But they do show you almost like a playback of it.
It's like watching Mortal Kombat as a manga.
It's kind of like reading Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, there you go.
But yeah, it's like reading Mortal Kombat. Mm-hmm. It'd be like if Mortal Kombat decided to come out with a manga that actually had a decent storyline of this really is just about people who are strong being pit against each other.
Oh, actually, let me take
Spartacus.
Let me take a time to say something real quick.
Not a manga, by the way. Spartacus is not a manga.
Yeah, it's not.
That's a real life. Not a real life, but it's a movie.
Yeah.
Not a movie. It's a TV show. Anyway.
Same thing. They have both a movie and TV show.
They have both movies.
But anyway,
and TV show.
let me take a moment to just say Mortal Kombat has a shitty story. I don't give a fuck. Fight me. But anyway.
No, I agree with you. Mortal Kombat story is absolute garbage. But let's just be real.
This is cool.
Let's just be real. All straight fighting games have a shit-tastic story. Dead or Alive, Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter. I mean, Street Fighter was like the original fighter games, and its backstory was like, this is kind of weak.
Like first we were like, oh, this is cool, but then when you sat down, think about it, you're like, this doesn't make any fucking sense.
None of this makes fucking sense. Why are we doing this? Why is Ryu on this journey?
Don't even get me started on Blaze Blue.
Blaze Blue?
We don't talk about Blaze Blue.
Wait, how about this? Here's another fighting one that really, it didn't even need a story. It could have just been, it really doesn't need a story at all. It just could be a fighting game in general. It's because of the characters that it has. Tekken.
Yeah, why did they even try?
Tekken did not need a fucking storyline at all. They literally could just been like, all right, you load up the game, you're going to fight whoever you're going to fight.
Yeah, and honestly, they could have given him a backstory, but don't give him a full story.
Don't give him a full story.
When you get a full story,
does not need a story.
Because when you give it a full story, we're kind of sus. No, wait, know what game actually series had a good story,
Which
but
one?
It just dropped the ball as time went on?
Soul Calibur?
Soul fucking Calibur.
Soul
Calibur did a good job.
Once you said that they dropped the ball, I was like, Soul Calibur.
Soul Calibur did such a good job. It was like a fighting game that actually had a good story. I was like, this is actually pretty dope. I actually kind of like this. And then Soul Calibur 5 is where they were just like, hey, is this the ball? Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, is this the ball, guys, that we've been carrying this entire time? Yeah.
Just like, now you see it? Now you know. Oh, now it's broken on the floor. I haven't played Soul Calibur 6 though. I want to play Soul Calibur 6 though because I'm a huge fan of Soul Calibur series.
Yeah.
And like I've always liked their fighting games. They've just been they feel nice to me.
It actually is a great fighting game.
It's a solid fighting game.
And really, any fighting game is really a really fun fighting game. They're all fun.
You gotta learn unless you like unless you're playing against someone who like lives it.
Okay, yeah. Now, if you're one of those guys that lives one type of fighting game, then it's like, yeah, you guys. You guys are the ones that you're going around asking why does no one ever want to challenge me, because you're the guy
that's why you play online.
Literally whenever we challenge you, you're just gonna fuck us over every single time.
Yep.
Literally every single time.
No,
it's not gonna be a challenge for you.
Actually, this is a girl I was seeing. Like it was like back in high school. Asian chick. Oh, I miss her.
I remember her. Yeah.
I was seeing her.
You let her borrow the game for like a week.
Here's the thing. I played her in the Soul Calibur 5. It was Soul Calibur 5. I played her and I was just world starring her basically. And here's the thing. I was talking so much shit. And she's like, "Hey, watch me borrow this for just like a couple of days. I'll beat your ass." I was like, "I'll give it to you for a whole week." And so I did that. And let's say, a couple weeks passed because, we were going to play like the week after, but I was doing something and whatever. Right. And she also had like to go to her job and shit. So we just said, we're going to battle next week. That gave her extra time.
They gave her more time to prepare.
And here's the thing. She kicked my ass the next time I seen her.
It's like, how'd you get so good at tutorial mode?
Yeah, she went to tutorial mode, that bitch. Like, no, I missed her. I don't love her. But, she was a baddie. But anyway, almost all Asians are baddies. But we'll save that a little later. We can talk about that later. But anyway,
yeah.
But yeah,
back on track.
I was literally just like, she just beat the shit out of me. She's like, and I was just like, oh, you just got good with that character, whatever. And she's like, no, I'll let you choose my character. I was like, oh, this bitch is cocky. All right.
No.
I picked the character for her, and she beat my ass with that character too. I was just like, damn. She's like, well, after you gave me the extra week, I just learned everyone else. I was like, you what? I was like,
it's like, so wait, you learned half in 1 week, and you learned the other half in the other week. So basically what you're telling me is it doesn't matter who you play with, I'm fucked.
Yeah, she was Japanese, so, like.
You damn Asians taking gaming to a whole new level.
I gave her time. I gave her 2 weeks to practice, and she fucking got good.
Seriously, it's like, oh my god, can I have one? I'm not okay. I don't want to sound too racist. When we get a little racist, because
go ahead.
Literally, it's just fact, and it's probably our fault as Americans. But in a gaming tournament, can I see like at least a brother? Can I see one black dude, one Hispanic dude, a white guy?
No, you always usually see one white guy. There's that one token white guy every time.
Token white guy.
Every time.
It's like he's like the best tank. He's the best support. He's the best. He might be the best at guiding people, but other than that, it's just
that DPS of his.
that Asian teamwork, man. Holy shit! You'll literally see in like a finals of almost any game match, both teams are just gonna be straight up Asian.
The weird thing is, depending how far it is, you only either get full on Asian or you get full on like white guys with that one black guy, maybe a Hispanic dude. Maybe, but like usually because well, to be fair, it's because of proportions. If you put in like science into it and shit, like of course naturally there's gonna be like more white people in a certain like streak thing because there's more white people in general.
Right.
So there's going to be more likely chance that there's going to be, you know, more in the end of it. You
Right.
do science and math and shit. But whatever. It'd be nice to see a brother out there. I'm like, you know.
Come on, man. You Asian guys out there.
Can one of y'all take the fall when you see a black guy to get to the final?
You know, just let a brother in your team one good time. He don't even have to be like the main. He don't even have to like be a main player. He could be like just a guy that's off to the side, so that if one guy gets sick, you at least have an extra support.
Or you can have him be the bait at least. At least I can be like, hey, he did his work. He did his work.
He could be the guy that helps you guys set up. What's it called in League? What's it called? Gangplank?
I don't play League.
I can't remember. It's when you flanking. When you flank somebody.
Exactly. Hook it up a bit. You know, give it some.
He could be the guy that sets up the flank for everybody.
Yeah,
you know, where he runs out and everybody starts running after him. He starts running away. You guys start coming up from behind. Next thing you know, you
guerrilla
fuck
warfare.
everybody. Boom.
All right, but anywho, now I'm gonna talk about the manga series I actually completed recently. It was Citrus.
I have not heard of Citrus.
Citrus. Okay, it's a Yuri. Okay.
That's probably why I haven't heard it.
Yeah,
Yuri's probably
it's a
Yuri's
Yuri.
the one that I do not go to a lot.
I understand. Like I only saw it because it was
It's hard to read and watch. There's a lot.
Yeah,
there's just too much.
There's just
sometimes Yuri's a little too much.
Yeah, Yuri's one of those scenes where like there's rarely few actually good ones.
You know when Yuri's actually really good to read is when you know that it's been a female art. It's written by a female.
Yeah. It is
by
a guy then.
A lot of times guys that write Yuri are really writing Yuri because they like girl on girl action.
Yeah.
And so they're writing a story based off of girl on girl action.
Yep.
But Yuri,
I've only read 2 Yuris, and one of them is Citrus. I can't remember the other name of it. Once I get it, I'm gonna probably talk about it next week actually. Because it was actually pretty good. But here's the thing: Citrus was actually one of those where like it had like that solid fan service, and you could tell. I can't remember if it was made by a guy or not. I forgot. But if it was, they had that girl on girl, of course. That was actually like, you know, like you're like, oh, okay, hi.
Let's see here.
But,
is it really just Citrus?
Yeah, Citrus. And then
anime.
Yeah, there's a manga or an anime for it. So I'm gonna I think it's actually one of my anime the months also.
So yeah, okay. So there's an anime. Dope, awesome.
Yeah, I already did it.
Let's see here.
Is it by a girl or a guy?
It is written by Saburota. So we got to Saburota.
Oh, there's no link to it. No direct link.
No link.
All right, anyway, like I'm going to talk about it for a little bit. All right, so basically Citrus is a Yuri romance, school life, blah, 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 whatever, typical shit. And of course, it has the principle of, you know, your boy likes incest. So
incest is incest.
Incest is incest. It's basically stepsister shit. They try to save that line. And the way...
Sabura, yeah, it's a woman. Told you.
Oh, okay.
I told you.
Maybe that's what it was pretty good.
I told you. That's
maybe it was why I thought it was pretty good. Like, because the way it works is in this series, basically, a girl goes to a new school because her mom remarried.
Right.
Because she remarried basically because her dad actually passed away. I think it was an accident or a sickness. I can't remember. It was a minute, but basically, she remarries, and she goes to a new school, whatever.
Right.
She goes to school, already gets in trouble by the student council, bitch, because basically
sounds about right.
She has her hair is blonde, and that's a nay, because her hair's not naturally blonde, either. So she like dyed it or whatever.
Trying to get a lot of delinquent. Regular delinquent in every manga and anime vibes now.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, I know, right? But
blonde hair can't have that.
Yeah, so she has she goes there, gets deals with her. She's pretty much on her ass, right? Because her uniform's all fucking trying to be all cute. And this school is actually pretty strict, supposedly.
Got it.
So
it's got like dress code.
So yeah. They actually follow this thing called rules. So
they follow this little thing called rules.
Yeah, you ever notice that some actually manga or anime there will be a character who breaks the rule, but like the student council is like, fuck it. By like episode 2, they're like, oh, we don't give a shit anymore. They kind of like get on her about it throughout the series, which is funny. So I actually like the consistency. But anyway, so she's like, oh man, I hate that bitch, fuck that bitch, whatever. And later, she sees the same chick, the student council chick, basically making out with a teacher in like back at school. The teacher's all up on her grill like her name was George Foreman. So like,
all right.
Yeah. So she's like, oh shit. she like, I feel like I wasn't supposed to see that. So she, like basically, and
hold up.
Hold up.
Hey.
So
y'all ain't supposed to be doing that.
So she runs off to do her thing, whatever. She's like, oh shit, I wish I didn't see that, and it like bothers her. So then she gets back home, and surprise, surprise, because this is anime, of course, or manga. That student council bitch is her sister, her new stepsister. Yup. I shit you not. I was like,
I just gotta. Okay, I want to know who your favorite character is inside that manga, but at the same time, there's also I just gotta really say this real quick.
Yep.
I love the little happy coincidences that happen in manga and anime.
I love it.
There's this one manga I was reading. I cannot remember the fucking name of it because I had to stop reading because it was like, okay, this is clearly just not. This is basically just ecchi.
Mm-hmm.
It's ecchi. It's not. It's borderline hentai without being hentai. And the way this manga starts is that this guy ends up meeting this random girl who just out of the blue wants to sleep with him. So they go to a love hotel, they do their business, they split up, right? Greg finally goes over to the apartment that he's supposed to be moving into, only to find out, surprise, surprise, girl that he just had sex with is his roommate. It's like, really?
Yep. No, that's how life works. You didn't know that?
Life fucking works, right?
You didn't know that? That's how it works.
I just accidentally banged my roommate. Hey, roomie. Remember when my dick was in you? Yeah, that was a great.
No, I remember like it was yesterday. It was a couple hours ago. Remember like it was yesterday.
Yeah, it was like it was yesterday. It was a couple hours ago. Like it was yesterday.
That's funny. But like seriously, like so happens to be your stepsister, and like what she did was she confronted her about the whole teacher thing, like yo, you shouldn't be fucking doing that, and she's like yo, that's none of your fucking business. And apparently that's like her, in the beginning of it, it was her fiance. Basically. She's one of those, it's one of those rich, like, places.
You lazy ass writers always just throwing that fiance word around like it means something.
The school thing, the way the school thing works is it's filled with like plenty of people who are like in like pretty much upper class.
Got it.
And then basically like their parents or whatever,
arranged marriage, all that crap.
And whatever. And apparently that teacher was arranged to marry her at the end of high school when she graduates. And it was just like, oh. Okay. I was just like, yeah, that teacher should still do this thing called chill. I mean, like, that's still like, I guess the age of consent in Japan, isn't it like 16 actually?
I believe it is 16 in Japan.
So I guess technically it's one of those things where it's like, okay, because she is 16.
Yeah, I think it's 16 is the age of consent, and 18 you can start drinking actually.
Yeah, I think so. Actually, is it 18?
I think in Japan you can start drinking at the age of 18.
I will verify that after this, because I would love to go to Japan some point next year or this year and get myself some Asian thotties and get them lit up and
some freshly teenage Asian
damn
thotties.
Right, I'm a creep. I don't give a fuck. So
as long as you know.
Hey. As you consent, I'm just saying, I'm following the rules. That's all I'm saying.
Oh man, did my shit die? I hope it didn't die.
But anyway, so basically, the way that her new stepsister responded to her, like saying, "Hey, you shouldn't be fucking doing that because that's fucking creepy," is because it's anime, and you see how I had to take a pause because you already know it's gonna be some semi ridiculous shit. She thinks, oh, I'm just gonna kiss my new stepsister. That's what May, that's her name, the new stepsister, kisses her, and I'm just like,
I thought May liked Eevees, not
no,
not other women.
Nope.
Just like how this guy found out why Willy Wonka likes chocolate.
We don't talk about that. So.
You sure, buddy?
So anyway, moving on. So right now, I have to say it's kind of too, it's one of those things where it moves fast, but also moves slow. Like, you know what I mean? It moves too fast and sometimes it moves too slow.
Right.
So, like, and then, like, literally most of the problems could be done by just talking it out.
Could probably be handled out really easily.
Yeah, but they're women, and they're teenage women, so they're even more irrational. And like, it's just one of those things where like, I thought it was still enjoyable, because it had its nice little romance quirks to it. A lot of characters that are actually enjoyable do show up. Like, I actually enjoy about every character.
You just say, which one is your favorite though? Which character?
May.
Really?
Yeah, she's a savage.
Okay.
she's a savage.
Okay. Usually it's the character that you can most relate with. So it's like,
actually, oh, is it?
You're kind of a savage,
I can't
bro.
relate to her with that much because like she has like a stone cold face, like almost actually all the time.
That's like there's a stone cold face. I'm like, yeah,
So-
check, check. And next,
And then and she's just like, she does say what's on her mind
check.
when it's necessary for her, and where like usually she won't tell about her feelings and shit because she's bad at it. Oh shit, that is like me. Shit, that is like me.
It's like check.
But
It's like I know we're talking about this. That does sound a lot like me.
but
am
but she's just like I don't know. I think she's just really enjoyable. Because at the end of it, like the thing is, why can I not remember her name? I can't remember her.
So what is her name?
The main character's name, I mean. I can't remember her name. I don't remember May's name because it's easy as shit for me to remember.
Was it something crazy?
No, it wasn't that crazy. Honestly, no. Here, let me just.
Say Sakura.
No, it's not Sakura. That's some generic
I would say,
shit.
is it like something really basic?
It's pretty easy. When I see it, I'm gonna feel stupid for not knowing it.
Is Sakura, Kiko, Mochi?
Here we go. I still have. Wait, I hope I didn't get rid of my favorites. Fuck, I did because I was like, oh, I finished it, and I was like, I'm not gonna wait for it. It's completed. Let me just search it real quick since I'm right here.
Mei, Yuzu, Harumi.
Yuzu. Why can I not remember that? All right. Anyway, Yuzu.
Good old Google.
Well, yeah, Yuzu is actually a nice character, like a nice protagonist. Like she's very, how can I say? She makes me feel jolly, if that makes any sense.
Okay, yeah. No,
Like she's one of those characters where like you actually root for her in this whole romance thing. Because usually with romance, like,
Alright, it's getting dry up here.
I know mine was getting dry after I saw
cold.
you.
It's like shit. My lips are chapping.
All right, but Yuzu is one of those characters where like you actually root for her
Right.
into it because like usually when it comes to romance thing, I'm like I already know they're gonna get him, and yeah, I knew she was gonna get her, but it was one of those characters where like the way they they kind of like did the last part of it was done just right. Right-ish.
Right-ish.
Yeah, I say right-ish because like I feel like it felt kind of rushed at the end.
Oh, like they rushed to the ending.
Yeah, the ending was somewhat rushed.
So it was like they did not really
But-
explain everything, or
Not that they explained anything because every question you had was answered, basically. Like I had no questions at the end of it. I was just like, all right, cool. Like they even had an epilogue, which is fucking great. I appreciate epilogues.
epilogues are nice.
I hate when I hate having I hate wondering shit.
Right. I hate the burning question of.
Because I still have like one question typically, and then like all right, so here's like even at the end like for Citrus, she's like, oh, I'm gonna marry May, and whatever. She already was saying that she even told her like parents, like they like in the end she actually opened up to her parents about it, which I thought was cool. I did feel like they were kind of too easy on it, you know what I mean, as parents. But then again, our culture in America is different from those in Japan. So who knows? Maybe that's like in Japan they're just like, whatever, y'all stepsisters and shit, I don't give a fuck. Like, or if they're like, kind of like, oh, no, that is a no. You dishonor our family at the generations.
I mean, if you really think about it, the reason why a stepsister is always is
like,
kind of that thing there. It's like it's okay, is because it's not something by it's not person.
It's not
by
forbidden,
blood.
Exactly. It's not forbidden.
It's not a person by blood. It'd literally be like if you were living by yourself and a female moved in.
Yeah.
And you two started to vibe off really well, and instead of just being roommates, you started to date. That's basically what it would be like.
Okay.
But it's different. The reason why it's different is because you're both
Family.
basically children, and the reason why you're together isn't because of individual concerns. It's because your parents got together.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And so that's why there's that disconnect. It's a little tricky of a subject.
And that's where, like, in America, it's like
honestly,
weird
though,
if we see family as a whole.
Yeah, we see family as family, but that's why it's like, you know.
In Japan, they're kind of like
honestly
more
speaking, you wanna do shit with a step anything, you can.
Yeah.
You can.
Because basically, you're not gonna born Cyclops.
Basically, a step anything is just another person
that
became a part of your family.
Yeah.
Quite literally.
Yep.
They have no relation to you by blood. They have no relation to you any other fucking way.
Except the fact that
they ended up marrying your mom, your dad, or whatever.
Yeah, true. So I guess that's like the difference, I guess, in American culture and Japanese culture, where they're kind of like a little more lenient on it. Where in us, we're just like, oh.
Right.
Family.
It's weird. It's weird. It definitely is weird to think about. Like, I don't know, dude.
Like even if I had a stepsister, like.
I mean, there's definitely a lot of porn scenarios for that, but that's a whole other subject.
Yeah, but even I don't even get turned on by them.
Like I said, that's a whole other subject.
Let me actually make fun of that real quick, because I seen a stepsister one, and the thing I hate about it,
there's a lot.
The one that throws me off and makes me immediately just go from this to this, is that they call sis and bro. No one the fuck calls each other that. No matter what. I've never called my brother bro, and I never call my sister sis. She's never called me bro. No one does that in a family. No one ever, like, I don't know a person like, hey bro, how you doing? And say that to their actual brother. Only when they're like me and you, we call each other bro.
Yeah, because we're like brothers.
We're like brothers, but we're not brothers. So that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know,
it's like a title.
Yeah. And then when I see other girls who I'm like really friendly with, I'm like, hey, what's up, sister?
It's like I could call you bestie, but then you know
that'd be weird.
You know that'd be weird.
Yeah,
that's weird.
Don't call me that.
There's a gay tension there that shouldn't even be there.
Yeah, like
It's like, bro, just don't do that. It's kind of like my coworker. One of my coworkers called, said, "Hey, sassy pants." It's like, don't. I know you're gay, but don't say that to me.
Because then I feel gay.
Because that just made, it's like, I'm cool with you doing whatever you do, but, man, don't call me sassy pants. Don't call me sassy pants. Don't call me sassy pants.
So, yeah, it's one of those things where, like, Citrus is actually, all right, anyway, yeah, Citrus is, as I would say, has decent character development, actually. Like, even, like, for the side characters that aren't really too important. Right. I feel like I actually kind of know them. You know what I mean? Like, I know. Is the bee still there?
Yeah, we still got our bee friend here. I think he's fully given up now, or he might be dead.
The answer is yes. All right, anyway, so as with like even like characters, like they have side characters that we kind of like get the gist of.
Oh yeah.
And we get the gist of them really well.
Yeah.
So it's not like oh, here's a new character that you're just gonna deal with.
Nope.
And like, here's one episode about them, and then we're just like, oh, why are they still here?
Right.
And they actually still do shit a little bit later. There's this other character that does pop up a little. Actually, in the anime, she actually showed up, and she's kind of a bitch. But like,
love just a flat. She's kind of a bitch.
Like, the thing is, I don't like. She's a bitch, but like, I am okay with it. You know what I mean? Like, you kind of like. She's one of those bitches where you're just like, huh. Like, I don't, like, you don't understand why she's a bitch, but you sort of do at the same time.
You kind of get it at the same time. It's like
you kind of adjust to it and get used to her bitchiness, and you kind of like, and then you get used to it, and you're like, it's not a problem to you anymore. I guess everyone has those friends.
Everyone has those friends, yeah.
So it's like that.
Where it's like she's a bitch, but
you like her, so
she's your bitch.
Yeah, so it's cool. I did like the epilogue too. It was short, very short. Subtle, and it actually made me have even less questions. I always have questions, of course, to every romance.
Yeah.
Of like, what happens next, though?
I gotta say, the only romance that I've never had questions for, just because they really ended it.
Oh.
Was Clannad. That's the only one.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Clannad was the only anime/manga that you knew. There was no questions. No questions were needed.
Yep. Hey, you calm down there. Now, here is a, the reason why is because in the manga for Citrus, what they did was, they showed, they actually did get married.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's awesome. So they covered that question.
Yeah. I was like, oh, cool. I'm glad things worked out for them to get married. And then in the epilogue, it shows up as the day after, apparently the day of or day after they got married.
There we go.
And I was thinking, that's actually good. I have literally no questions, and I actually feel like it's gonna work out in some way, shape, or form.
That's good, man. Sure.
And I was just
that's how it should end.
Yep. And the weird thing is, even though Yuzu is the main character, and yes, you do see that she has like pretty good character development. Her character development is not as great as Mei is.
Right.
Like if you go into the series, if you actually decide to read it,
side character takes the main spot.
Well, no, she's not. She's not a side character. She's the love interest.
Support character takes the main slot.
Yeah, basically. Where the thing is, go in there, read like when you read it, and you'll see how much Mei actually changes.
Okay.
And you're just like, wow, she actually changed a lot in comparison to how she started out with. Because she's like a robot who learns to love. That's the best way to put it. She's a robot who learns to love.
A robot who learns to love.
And I really enjoyed that. All right.
Because there's nothing better than seeing someone develop in a very positive way.
Exactly.
Just realized
so
my thing is not hooked on. I thought it was.
Oops.
Oopsie.
All right. So, moving on.
I'm tipsy.
Here's something I wanted to rant about. We were starting to talk about, but I said let's wait till we started the podcast for this one.
Uh-huh.
It was goddamn Nisekoi.
Oh yeah, Nisekoi.
Okay. Now, if you don't know what Nisekoi is, now here's the thing. When it comes to anime and manga, I absolutely hate harems. I fucking hate them. He knows I fucking hate harems.
I pulled away from harems myself,
like,
honestly.
I fucking hate them. Like, he was tolerant of them.
I was tolerant.
But me, I was just like, I want to read a romance, but I'm tired of these goddamn harems. I don't want a harem because harems piss me off. All right, so you read Nisekoi, so you were about to know fucking everything I'm about to bitch about this show. All right, yeah. Nisekoi is the most generic fucking harem anime I have ever fucking seen.
Yep.
It is so generic. First, on my like shitty like harem list, To Love Ru was kind of there, but I kind of rewatched it and I was like, no, I can kind of appreciate it. It still has a little bit more. It's actually kind of funny.
Well, at least regular To Love Ru.
Yeah,
To Love Ru Darkness.
We don't talk about that. But To Love Ru, good comedy.
Good comedy.
I actually
pretty good little storyline they had there.
I'm okay with the fan service there. It's not like it doesn't annoy me too much, but Nisekoi, the story is so fucking boring and pointless. No, you know why he's so fucking boring and pointless? You wanna know why? Because it all revolves into a stupid ass fucking locket.
Yeah.
And guess what? Apparently he's like, oh, I don't know who has the key. I wonder if I ever meet the girl who has the key. And then he learns one girl has the fucking key. I'm like, hey, why don't you guys just fucking put the thing inside the key? They don't do it for some fucking reason. Guess what? Find another bitch has a key too. Guess what they did? Oh, you guys gonna find each other the key thing? No, we're not gonna do that? Okay, I guess we're moving on. Then a whole bunch of other bitches apparently have a key. Some fucking how. Somehow
there are a lot of keys for this one particular fucking locket.
Yeah, so I'm just like, why don't you guys just put the fucking key inside the locket? How come it took over 100 chapters for them to think, hey, why don't we just finally put the thing in the fucking... Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. I was so fucking pissed.
Because
I was so pissed.
There was tension and drama that needed to unravel.
There was lack of either. There was lack of either.
It really was.
Like, I was just I was dead ass, just like, yo, we're gonna fucking do. Okay, I didn't even finish the series. I didn't even catch up. Hold on. Let me actually take the chance real quick to find out something. All right, Nisekoi. I want to see. Is it? I swear to God, if it's still ongoing.
Oh my god.
Is it still ongoing?
I don't know, man. I actually don't know. That's a good question.
I'm about to find out.
Okay, let me. Oh shit. Let me just double check.
Oh, that's not it. Where's Nisekoi? What the fuck?
Yep, still going.
It's still ongoing? Oh wait, no. Nisekoi is it ongoing?
I was just making sure that the auto was.
I'm trying to find out if Nisekoi is still ongoing.
Let's see.
And I can't. No.
You know what?
It's not popping up right here.
Why am I looking at your phone? I can just look at my phone.
Yeah, look at your thing. Yeah.
Right, why am I looking at your thing? What's wrong with me?
You're retarded. I'm just kidding. You're okay.
Hey, I got a like from Lowell Smokes. Nice.
Oh, awesome. From what?
Some shit I posted about a grinder, a joint, and an ashtray. I got all those. I got 2 of those things for free.
Okay, hold on. Let's see.
What am I looking up? Nisekoi.
That's not it. Wait. No, these aren't it. Where the fuck is Nisekoi? I can't find it. Anyway, I'm gonna keep ranting about this piece of shit because, okay, so, While you find that out for me, I need to know.
No, keep going. Keep going.
All right, so
I'm listening.
Nisekoi literally has nothing new or entertaining about it. You can literally pick it up, look at it, read the first chapter. I'm like, all right, I already know what this is going to be about. And I know what's going to happen in each chapter after that. I was able to do this. Every time I grabbed a new chapter, I was like, and I started reading some part. I was like, let me guess, this is going to happen. It's going to do this and this and this. There's going to be some Mr. Sinners in it because it's a harem anime that's ecchi. And then this is going to happen. And then they're all going to have somehow character development from there. And it's going to be one romantic moment.
And of course, there's always.
And then it's going to be just A-okay. Yup.
Yep.
Spot the fuck on. And also, makes no sense. They started like a whole fake relationship thing to end rivalry gangs. Which is like, couldn't y'all just simply just be like, I don't know, fucking friends? You don't have to date. Like
basically, this anime tried to pull off a Romeo and Juliet, but failed.
Yeah,
failed.
I already hate Romeo and Juliet
That
because
was a dumb story.
yeah, because when you think about it, they think, oh, let me just kill myself. Like really, because of this one fucker?
Hey,
like
man,
I never loved a bitch so much. Where like if I thought she died, I'm like, oh, let me kill myself. And she wakes up. I'm not expecting her to be like, oh shit, he dead. Let me kill myself. I swear to God, if she does that, I'm gonna come back alive to beat her ass to try to revive her. Some shit. Because they sit there and like it pulls off a Romeo Juliet kind of thing, and it's just like it was the most unnecessary way or tactic. It could have been like, yo, let's just be fucking boys. Like, let's just be cool. Like, even if they like, let's say they broke up and whatever, like they could have probably been like, oh yeah, hey, we decided to just like break up because like we just want to be friends. Like we think that's just perfect for us. Like, you know, like a normal fucking person kind of would be.
Hey,
but you know, it's manga and anime, so
you gotta suspend your reality just a tiny bit,
just a little bit. And it's one of those things.
I don't think it's still going
where
on.
I hope not.
I'm pretty sure it stopped.
Is it? Please.
So far, I'm not seeing anything about continuations. You know, like
It's done.
It's done. It ended 2 years ago.
3
years ago. Well, 2 years and like 8 months ago. See, August 8th, 2016.
Wait, 25 volumes. Well, actually, that means in the chapters. Duh, I forgot to include that.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of it.
Yeah.
Good.
So yeah, Nisekoi is
good.
Nisekoi's done.
Fuck that show. And also,
Nisekoi's done.
Good. Hey, here's another thing, real quick. All right, you motherfuckers who love this show, real quick, and say, oh, Onedera is a good girl. Oh, the other bitch is a girl. No, fuck them. They both suck ass. They're not even interesting looking. As you guys are, oh, she's best girl. No, she's not. They're both generic ass looking bitches. Real talk. The only thing interesting about them is their school uniforms actually look pretty decent.
This is what y'all's waifu looks like.
And she's fucking trash.
This is what your waifus look like.
They both look like ass.
Fucking horrible.
And don't let me get started on the main character.
Look at them.
The main character.
Look at these fools.
Like, let me get started on the main character. I'm about to roast his ass. Let me get on his ass real quick. Yo, I'm almost through your phone. All right, so here's the thing. All right, so his design is so fucking boring. You know how they make him different than the other characters? They did the same thing they do for every high school anime. Let me just unbutton my top shirt.
Yep.
I hate that fucking design, by the way.
And threw some not so magical locket around him.
Yep.
Not like this locker.
The locket's not even special. It's not even special.
Here's my question. Here's my main question about Nisekoi that I would love for anyone to answer for me, because they went so long to try to discover what was inside this goddamn locket. Here's my question. Are you mean to tell me that the amount of time that you spent with a childhood friend, you don't remember anything about them? Name?
I was about to get on that. I was about to get on that ass. I was about to start talking about that. It pissed me off.
If your families were rivals, even when you were children, that's a pretty big thing to remember.
Yep. And here's the thing that pissed me off. When they started, he's like, oh, too bad I don't remember anything about the girl. I don't know absolutely anything. I don't remember her hair color, eye color, how tall she was. I don't know anything about her at all. I was like, you're telling me? Dude, I still remember my old best friend back when I was 5. His name is Adam. I remember him. He was like about this tall, brown hair, brown fucking eyes.
I remember all of mine. My best friend, white kid, with semi-brown / he was kind of like a dirty blonde hair. Name, Michael fucking King.
He remembers his last name. I don't remember Adam's last name. I don't think I even asked him. But
Me? Seriously. You remember that shit. There's shit that you remember.
Yeah, if there was such
and if you're gonna tell me that this was a childhood promise made within only a couple of weeks
And you're telling
or a day?
And then here's another
Fuck
thing.
you! No child's gonna make no promise of a day and
Yeah.
mean that shit and buy a locket.
Yeah, and here's another thing that pissed me off. You're telling me that this thing was such an important, big deal, but you don't remember shit about it, except that you remember the promise.
I'm so glad, honestly, that genre of starting off a story is kind of done, where it's like people.
Childhood promises.
These childhood promises that one character doesn't remember, but the other character really highly remembers, or both characters remember, but they don't remember how each other looked or what they look like now. It's like
it makes no fucking sense. It's trash.
There's
man.
something that you remember about that person, a name, eye color, anything. There's something about them that you would have remembered from your childhood that'd be like, holy shit.
Now I know that if I saw Adam right now, I probably wouldn't remember him.
Right not off the bat, but if he said, my name is Adam and I'm from here,
I'd be like,
oh shit, Adam!
Wait a minute. I was like, hey, do you remember hanging out with some black kid when you were a kid? Like, I would ask him some questions. Like, I would ask him, hey, do you remember doing this thing?
Right.
See, if I couldn't remember, like, if I could get some gist of it, like, you're telling me that he didn't remember anything they look, not their name, not
name.
Like anything that's possible.
Not a name, not a fact that their families were enemies, not a fact that their families weren't enemies. It's like
back to when you were saying how you love all those conveniences and shit in anime and manga. Guess what? In them fucking manga, yeah, I read this bitch. I was so fucking pissed the whole time too. Why did I read it when I hate it? I fucking hate myself. That's why. But here's the thing.
I deserve this punishment.
The thing that pissed me off the whole time was this one character that shows up. She's like older lady, I think, like whatever, older sister. And here's what she does. She pretty much says, "Oh yeah, I kind of remember this thing." How come? First of all, she didn't. And the thing is, she remembers every girl character that he has contacted in the past. Apparently, he was friends with all of them
except for.
And I'm just thinking. So wait, do you know who the fucking man of the promise is? This probably solved this exact problem. But no, she's saying some vague shit, and I'm just like, stop playing games.
And that also really begs the question. It's like, so wait a minute. Did you? Were you just a little player as a child, or do you tell me that you just played with multiple little girls and gave them all a key to a locket? And are they all really different keys?
You know, no. Here's another thing that pissed me off. This whole childhood promise thing. Why did he take that thing to heart?
Who the fuck? Why does anyone take that
No,
shit to
you ever
heart?
notice? Like, think about it. He's just like, one day I'm gonna find that girl who I made that faithful promise to, and I'm just like, why the fuck are you still in love with her if you think about it? You know what I mean? The weird thing is, he had a crush on Adetta, brown hair bitch, basic chick. No, she's trash, and just saying, I was just like,
she was like crazy.
Like, she wasn't really crazy. It was I think you're thinking about the other chick who had like the ponytails kind of thing.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I'm talking about the nicer. She was like nice and sweet and very shy.
I'm also thinking of another manga and another manga and anime that's
Right.
kind of has the same premises of childhood promises, but this one's a little bit darker. So that's why I was like, okay.
But anyway,
yeah.
With
Nisekoi.
this show is a disaster. Like, this series is. And the thing that pisses me off, there's people who like it. Like,
I know.
There's people who think it's
people
like
who like Nisekoi
who think it's
like
good.
It's really fucking good. Like it's got an amazing story.
And then I look at them like, did you not read any other like manga?
Have you not seen?
What was your
else?
what was your pool of a manga that you read before you made that decision?
Holy shit! Inuyasha's got a better story than Nisekoi, and they didn't even finish that fucking story.
Inuyasha's like,
and this story they just kept having the same story continue. It repeated. It was just different. Oh, well, you killed his body. You gotta kill his flesh. Oh, you killed his flesh. Well, you gotta kill his heart. Oh, you killed his heart. You gotta kill his soul. And then we just stopped.
and then like, at least Inuyasha had like this thing called, I don't know, charm, which Nisekoi has absolutely zero of.
Pretty much.
Fucking zero. There was like no redeeming quality except the art style.
I can't even tell you the name of a character in Nisekoi. It's kind of like To Love Ruru Darkness, his Riko's best friend.
Yup. Oh, wait. Here's another thing that pissed me off on harems. All right.
The best friend never gets anyone.
Like
ever.
Like he had an arc where he almost got someone.
He almost got someone.
But that was his best friend.
Almost.
That was his best friend who was just changed into a girl because of like some alien device.
Again, like I said, almost.
So, all right. Anyway, here's the thing that pisses me off a lot about harems. How come the main character doesn't have like a group of guy friends that he actually hangs out with? You ever notice that?
that all these women could possibly get together with.
Yeah, like what? How selfish of a main character you have to be to sit there and like have these barrage of
Actually-
bitches and not introduce them to your friends.
You know what's even funnier?
Huh?
Now that you mention it, is that they actually usually do. There's usually those 2 other friends that they hang out with in the beginning of the anime or manga.
One episode.
And then they just vanish slowly as the character gets surrounded by more and more women. It's like, well, you
And-
know those best friends that he had? Fuck them.
And you know when's the only time they appear? When he's having downtime because some of the girls are emotional and stuff. He's
Yeah.
basically being a cunt and using his
Yeah.
goddamn friends for when he needs support. And
Yeah.
what kind of trashy friend?
Holy
you
shit.
say- You tell me you have all of these bitches.
Wait,
And you're gonna be like, hey, let me introduce him into my friends, and hopefully I can hook my friends up, and maybe something good will happen with them. Nah, this motherfucker, I got all these bitches, I don't know which one to choose. Like, nigga, just choose one, hook your friends up.
Right?
What?
Okay, there was one manga that I was reading that's like literally quite like that. He started off with 2 friends and a love interest, and then out of nowhere,
More.
a Cupid ended up fucking something up in her love diary thingy.
Oh.
It's kind of like Death Note, but it's a kiss note.
Oh.
So whoever you write someone's name down inside the notebook, and when they kiss, they get into a relationship.
Oh, that's cute.
This Cupid likes to forcefully put a lot of guys and other guys together.
Oh.
So one day she was actually trying to legitimately help him just get a regular
Wait,
ass relationship.
is it Love Tyrant?
Don't know. Guri is the name of the
I think I know.
Guri. If I can fucking find that manga.
But anyway,
Anyway, it actually is an anime too. It's an anime and a manga, but I'll look for
I
it.
feel
But
like, wait, what does the main character look like? Blue hair?
yeah,
Love Tyrant.
Love Tyrant.
Yep, it's Love Tyrant. Because I saw like the first episode of the fucking anime, and then I was like, I'll watch this some other time when I care. I kind of just didn't really care too much about it. But okay, so
Yeah, that
I wanted Nisekoi to be good. I think that's why I kept reading it. Like I wanted it to be good, and
it's
I
like you wanted to
really-
hope that maybe just in the anime
Yeah.
some shit was just slightly changed that made it a little annoying and made the manga be
I
better.
think that like when I was reading the manga, I was hoping there was gonna be like
something.
a left turn. You know?
No.
I was hoping there was gonna be a right turn on the NASCAR track. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I was like thinking like maybe this is one of those things where like it starts off shitty,
But it
and
gets better.
better if you actually stick around. And it did not do that at all. Like
No,
not even the slightest.
It stayed up
like,
straight shitty throughout the entire
It's the
thing.
most predictable. Fuck. If you want, I recommend Nisekoi. I recommend Nisekoi if you want to know what like basic generic anime tropes are, and you want to know exactly what a generic, harem.
I was saying no, a generic hentai. That's a
No. If it was a hentai, I think it would have improved it. Cause that's a lot of bitches. But
probably yeah.
anyway.
Yeah, if it was a hentai, I probably would. Actually, I think I've actually read some Nisekoi hentai,
Mhm.
and I actually think I enjoyed the hentai more than I enjoyed the actual.
How come the hentai has better story? Cause I read some too. I ain't ashamed. I don't give a fuck. But so
I'm mad because you're right. I'm fucking mad because you're right. They did have a better story. I'm so mad because you're fucking right. It had better story, and it's
like
how Nisekoi.
like
Oh my god.
so.
I'm about to finish my drink again.
All right, I'm gonna finish it up while you get yourself ready.
Yeah.
But I was hoping it would get better. I was hoping there was gonna be some part where I was just like,
Nope.
oh, maybe like they figure out why did they just break the damn amulet? Why did they do that? Like,
Anything.
Like they didn't have to put a key. You could just broke it.
Honestly, there's nothing really special about this amulet either.
Yeah, if the amulet, like, I hate, you know why? Because I actually love the design of the amulet.
There was a really great
It was
design
a
of the amulet,
great
but there's
design.
nothing special about it at all.
But there was nothing into it.
What was even in it, anyways?
I don't even fucking remember. I didn't finish reading it.
That's just-
I read most of it, but I didn't finish reading the series.
Fuck it, we already got a spoiler alert.
I'm worried.
give a
I'm
damn.
worried to know what's in it. I feel like it's just something stupid as fuck. Because so far, everything from this series is stupid as fuck. And I'm worried that
Holy shit, I can't press the space bar. Why?
the struggle. You're drunk texting. Spacebar is optional.
Space bar? Yeah, good luck with that.
But
Okay, so Nisekoi.
What's in a damn amulet? That's a. Well, that's the main character's name. So it's possible, like, if you click on it and like maybe it'll.
In the fandom, maybe
Yeah.
it'll bring it up.
The fandom, but Nisekoi, you like. Nisekoi was one of those things
See,
where
this
like,
is why I love fandom too, because I love the fucking random ass quotes they put up there. I may just be a fake boyfriend, but if anything happens, I'll be the one to protect you, so don't worry.
Why did that make me want to beat the shit out of the fucking writer for that? That made me want to just beat the shit out of him.
Beat the ever living, yeah.
Like, also, all right. So, I'm gonna talk about the main lead for the the lead heroine. I don't like her. I love tsunderes. I love
them.
They're one of my favorite kind of like. I think they're really funny. They're
like
comical,
tsunderes and
like and I like some kuderes.
like kuderes, dere-deres.
Dere-deres are always happy.
Deres, I love a dere-dere.
But like, I
Yandere is the only one that's like.
Yandere is the one where I'm just like,
Ooh. Woo!
yeesh.
Yeesh!
But for like Tsundere, they fucking made her the most boring Tsundere character
I love it.
I have
Abilities.
They put okay, read me the abilities. Hold up.
Okay, so the main character has the abilities of swimming,
Oh.
strength and stamina,
Oh my goodness.
acting,
What?
altruism,
Oh.
cooking, and that's about it. Those are his abilities.
The only thing I saw that was somewhat worth mentioning out of the whole thing was cooking, because he was apparently a good cook, and they made note of that in the manga.
First arc, second arc, third arc.
There's too many
epilogue.
arcs.
In the epilogue, Riku is shown to have succeeded his father as head of the Shuei clan, but at the same time receiving a job as a government worker? How? What?
In the Department of Public
So
Safety.
wait. So you mean to tell me that this man became the head of a gang and then worked for the government without his gang wanting to fucking murder him? All right, whatever.
Wait, and okay, it looks like he chose Chitoge. Yeah, she's also fucking trash, is the blonde one.
Yeah.
So-
Hiring Shu to send out his invitations to his friends, he soon reunites with Chitoge at their promised spot where they reminisce on their journey together and current lives before Raku. That's such a Raku? Raku.
It sounds weird.
Raku? Really? What type of... Anyway. Proposes to her once more. She happily accepts. They trade jokes for a while before Raku moves to leave, but Chitoge quickly stops him, but asking for him to kiss her. At first, the two are nervous since it was both of their first kiss. Wait. Y'all are getting married, but this is your very first kiss? How? But in the end, they shared their first kiss as a couple. The kiss was awkward as they hit their teeth and both argue in the way you usually do about things.
That doesn't sound like it's going to be a good relationship.
It's like, really?
Because okay, so he chose Chitoge, whatever.
So yeah, chose Chitoge
We
over...
first of all, already knew he chose her because she was the main fucking lead heroine. Like, yeah, Onodera was there a lot, like, at the same time, like, nearly the amount of same time. And he was, but the way I knew he was going to choose her over her was, because those two, it was either going to be those two, all right?
Whoa.
What happened?
I'm reading the third epilogue. Story. When Shu invites everyone to go stargazing along Bunyari High's rooftop, Raku passes out and Chitoge overhears Kosaki confessing to Raku. Chitoge later confirms that Raku likes Kosaki, so she runs away from Japan. Sugumi confesses to Raku, then tells him to save Chitoge. I'm getting
lost.
some. My little sister is a what was that one?
Oh, my little sister can't be this cute.
Yeah, my little sister can't be. I'm getting a lot of vibes from that right now. Like, you had a girlfriend and your girlfriend decided to let you go chase after your stepsister? What? That's kind of what I'm getting here. Like, you had a chance to be with the guy that you wanted, and the guy wanted to be with you, but you sent him after the girl that ran away? What?
Like,
Okay. Whatever.
So with let's see.
Done with Nisekoi.
Yeah, I'm glad it's gone. I'm glad it's done.
Oh, we're starting to get dark. We're starting to get black
Yeah,
out here.
I know. Before it was really bright.
It was like really bright. Now we're all dark.
Yeah, it's getting dark.
These lights don't do
Yeah,
shit.
we're gonna be ending this a little soon. So, but
Not a little soon. It's like, I think How long are we going on? I think a good hour and 30.
Something. We've been on for a while.
We've been on for a good while.
So this is gonna be a long. Hey, this is gonna be something where we're gonna upload. How long?
An hour and 34 minutes.
There's gonna be a series where it's gonna be pretty long. So you
Yeah,
know,
so it's gonna be some times where we're gonna be really talking.
yeah.
But like, you know, we got through most of the animes, the mangas of today, so that's actually pretty good. Got to get a little bit of ranting out of there too. Yeah, we can do at least one more drink.
one more shot.
Yeah, one more.
But all right.
So kind of running low on lemonade, anyways. Like halfway there.
Now we should talk about something positive to end this, so we can not hate ourselves. But you know, because I don't like anything negative.
Did you just see what I just tried to do? I tried to put the lid back on, and I was like,
You do such a good job.
I was like, that didn't work the way I thought it was.
That's not the. Why is the thing not closing?
It's like, hey, Alex, the thing's not closing.
It's broken.
Sorry, I think I broke it. It's upside down. Oh, I knew that.
So, okay. Something positive.
Something positive.
So, actually, you know, we can
Oh.
Yeah, what? Got something?
I was gonna say something positive. We could just talk about any random fucking thing that's going on.
Yes.
But your boy's here thinking about getting a room. We gonna find our own place.
Yes, it was actually a good time to talk about it. I can use it like a semi-update kind of thing.
Kind of.
So
Fucking thing keeps
one
sliding
of
off.
the things that will be going down is we're actually going to be moving in together
Gonna be roomies.
some point this year.
Fucking thing. Stay on there.
Yep.
Murder
Either
you.
this year or like at the beginning of 2020.
Probably
Either.
it may be the beginning of 2020 or
Yeah.
sometime during the middle.
Yeah.
Either when this guy gets a job or starts making money in general.
Yeah. So I'm already been looking for a job and all that, and actually I have a good connection actually to one of the jobs I applied to, which is good. I already have that kind of bias in there.
Yeah.
Actually, it's not that great of a place anyway, but it's still a place.
It's still a place.
Yeah.
At least, and then
Mhm.
the point is just to get a little bit of experience. And I would say that the
Yep.
most amount of experience that you could get, or that you'd want to be able to get, especially in a job that you don't really want to be at.
Yep.
And this is for anybody. Anybody, if you're first time job goer, and you're looking for a job, apply basically to any type of service industry job, any kind. It doesn't really matter which one. And just be there for 6 to 9 months, not a whole year, 6 to 9 months.
Yep.
Because at least that shows employers that you're willing to try and put in an effort
Yep.
to do your job, even if it means it's not something that you want to do.
Exactly.
But it also shows that you're able to get past a probational period of 3 months and be able to do your job well enough to continue on to the point where you were ready to quit.
Exactly.
So, if you're ever looking for a job for a first-time experience, service industry, do it for like 6 to 9 months. Maybe go to another job, do the same thing. You can literally do that, and within 2 years' time, you could have a bunch of skills for literally any job.
Yep.
So by the time from like 16 to 18, 18 to 20, 20 to 22, whatever, you'd be set for like life.
Exactly. And one of the places that actually I have kind of a hookup at least to is Burger King. So,
Yeah.
Like
Food
you know,
food in it.
which is something I don't want to do long term.
You wouldn't have to do it long term, but you would learn
still
food
good.
handling,
Yep.
cash handling, customer service.
Exactly.
Um,
Customer service I already have hand down. But
well, yeah,
yeah.
customer service really is not that hard.
Yeah.
It's not that hard
Like-
unless you are somebody that really cannot stand to be around people. Like, people
Yeah.
just piss you off.
Yeah.
Customer service will not be for you because you might end up wanting to fight a customer at
Yeah.
least once a week.
I worked with the Marines. I'm fine.
Yeah.
There's many I wanted to fight, but I don't.
Yeah,
So,
no, there are many
so-
times where customers will make you want to fight somebody. But if you're literally the type of person that will fight somebody over the tiniest thing, probably don't get into customer service. then.
Nay.
Maybe do like security, because at least security, no one really messes with you. But if they do mess with you, you can at least kick them out. You know,
you can do something about it.
You can do something about it. You can't do too much, but you can do something about it.
So,
Unlike customer service, you can't touch a customer, and if you do, you're gonna be fired immediately. So unless you're gonna just put your hands on every customer and just get fired from every job you go to, just don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
It's not worth it.
It ain't worth it.
It's not worth it.
It ain't worth it.
Like that. So, like definitely, we're looking to eventually, of course, get a place for our own, and hopefully, if this channel does actually grow exponentially, I could eventually start doing this a little bit more
Right.
on the full-time side.
Right.
Because one of the things I do enjoy a lot is making videos, making content such as that. I uploaded a video actually the day we're recording this, which is actually the day after you're seeing this.
Yeah.
I already had it uploading. It's the beginning of Anime of the Month. This Anime of the Month is actually, wow, I'm drunk. Interview with Monster Girls, which is...
Oh, I fucking love that one.
Anime of the Month.
Oh my god, I love that manga too,
Exactly.
bro.
So,
Oh
this month is Anime of the Month is Interview with Monster
If
Girls.
you haven't seen Interview with the Monster Girls, read it, watch it. It's a great one.
But-
it's so fucking cute, and it's got... what?
Okay, but before doing that, be sure to watch my video.
Oh yeah, be sure to watch this guy's video on that anime.
Yep. 3 reasons to watch Interview with Monster Girls. It's on my channel. You're already here, basically. Just go over there.
Just go over there and watch it. It's
check
great.
it out, and then I hope it makes you feel more inclined to go check it out. And this time, I actually found the formula for YouTube with the whole copyright system.
Yeah.
Because so far, every video I've made this year that does have copyright material has actually been able to go through smoothly.
Okay.
So far, I've kind of figured it out, and I understand the method of what I got to do now.
It's just the amount. It's
So-
just basically the
Yeah.
amount of uses that you have,
Yeah.
or if you're using it as a parody.
Yeah, and I'm doing pretty well with this so far. I figured out the formula I need to follow, and I can actually pull off.
Let me get
The
some.
good news for
sip a
anime-
little later.
and the good news for Anime of the Month is, actually for the last 2 weeks, they're going to be a little bit easier to maintain and make because they're going to be more like discussion videos and such as that.
Right.
Which is, I don't have to worry about script writing and such as that and recording it in time and whatever. So I already have this month, next month, and I'm working on the script for March as well right now.
Very nice.
And I can't tell you guys what it is. I already kind of spoiled what next month is, so whatever.
Slightly.
But
It's not really a spoiler though.
yeah, I told them what it was.
Yeah.
It's gonna be. I'm gonna try to avoid making sure I don't tell them the whole each month.
Right. So that
Uh,
it kind of just comes as a surprise.
Exactly. So definitely, as time goes on, it's gonna be a little easier. Of course, I'm gonna have Quincy be part of the live discussions because he's definitely has already either read it or he's watched it also.
Most likely.
And I'm not gonna tell them what March is gonna be, or I think it's April, but March, just in case I'm gonna say March. But I'm gonna tell you.
No, it was March because you said February, so
yeah.
March.
Yeah.
I don't think you have one for April yet,
no,
do you?
No, I already made the list of what it's gonna be this year.
Okay, so
already.
yeah, there you go.
So,
You're good.
I'm gonna tell you what March is gonna be, and you're gonna be pretty excited for it, and you can definitely join the discussion for it.
Of course.
You're gonna join all of the discussions.
I could probably tell you
just
about
so
it
you know.
myself. Oh shit, I'm moving my mic around. I was like, what's tugging right here? It's like it's my microphone guy.
but so for next week, or not next week, excuse me, in 2 weeks. We're gonna be doing because right now it's gonna be 3 reasons to watch. Interview with Monster Girls. Next week is gonna be 3 reasons not to watch. Interview with Monster Girls, which is the segment which always gets me in trouble with people who watch my shows.
Well, I mean, because it's almost like it's not
Yeah.
it's not like we're saying it's not like he is trying to say that he doesn't like
Yeah.
the show.
Exactly.
It's just that it's just trying to point out within the show
Yep.
certain characteristics that
might
be unattractive or off-putting
exactly.
for you, the audience.
Yes, and
That
I'm trying
we
to,
read like we loved.
No, I'm gonna say
We
this
loved
right
it.
now because maybe not a lot of people are gonna see this, but every show I put on for Anime of the Month, I love the series
Right.
to an extent, except Naruto. but and I think
Naruto's a love-hate relationship.
Yeah, but with the series, actually one of my traditions I'm gonna start doing is I'm gonna make sure I put one show I don't like, and it's for Anime of the Month, and I'm not gonna say which one it is ever, but. The thing is, every show I do for Anime of the Month is a series I genuinely love and I enjoy, and I always highly recommend them.
Yeah.
To anybody, even if that's not their genre, I still recommend it anyway.
It's like, oh, you like harems? Okay, well, let me tell you about this one real quick.
You like boring generic? Here, go watch Nisekoi. You like? Okay, anyway, not going back into that. So, of course, that being said, when you do watch, my not to watch kind of portion of the series of Anime of the Month, I'm not saying it's garbage. I'm not saying it sucks.
No, not at all.
I don't think it sucks. I actually enjoy it still. When I make the script for the videos, it hurts for me to come up with reasons. I have to reach.
Yeah,
some of this shit.
you gotta really find. Sometimes when you really enjoy a show, you have to really find those things that for a fact. Okay, I might find that hilarious. somebody else would not.
Yeah. And
So that would be like another. What would be like one reason? Like,
I
okay,
already-
it's got humor in there that's not exactly for everybody.
Like, for next month, I had such a struggle coming up with the not to watch.
Yeah.
Because you know I love that show.
Oh yeah, I
So-
love that manga,
Exactly. You know I love the show and manga.
bro.
I struggle.
I read that. I was like, this is so damn
I'm
adorable.
making sure I don't say it too much because I don't want to
Oh, I love
Well,
it.
but
I
anyway,
don't.
And another thing is, for the third week of the month, typically for anime of the month, it will be, of course, the waifu of the month.
Yeah, why?
Because it has, or husbando, depending on how many characters of what gender is there.
Yeah.
So, because there's some shows where, like, there's maybe one chick, and it's just like, no, fuck it, we're doing husbandos.
Yeah, we're doing a bunch of.
We gotta cater to the female audience, damn it.
Gotta cater to everybody.
Yep. So I already came up with the rules for certain shows though for the wife of the month, as well. And at the end of every outro card, there's gonna be different. I'm gonna add something different to them at the end of each month. So one of the things is.
I just thought of a funny way you should do
Yeah.
trap of the month too.
Not everything has a trap though.
Not everything has.
That means I have to search on the internet for the trap. So this is what we're gonna do for the third week is gonna be the wife of the month, and then for the fourth week we're gonna actually now put on our basically we're just gonna talk about the series, talk about what we liked about it, didn't like about it, sort of like a mixture of everything
Right.
about the show, but on a more relaxed level
Okay.
than mine. And also it's because you already get my opinion through the videos
Right.
whenever I upload them.
Right.
But now you're actually able to see a discussion between me and him, who actually will probably have a different opinion on some series. Where there's gonna probably be something where I'm just like, I think that's shitty, and he's gonna just say, I thought it was fucking dope. And whatever.
Yeah, I like Girls Bravo.
So I hate Girls Bravo.
I fucking love Girls
so
Bravo.
There's an example right there. That's not gonna be any of my anime of the month, by the way. Never.
It's a great. If you guys want to watch a real fan service comedy, Girls Bravo's the way to go. That shit's too fucking funny.
Hell, mate.
Episode
Oh.
2 with the episode 2 or 3, one of those with the banana.
We have children. So anyway, I think we should end this off here. Actually, no, we're gonna chug these before we end it.
Yeah, we'll finish these drinks. All right.
Once we finish these,
Cheers to you,
cheers
sir.
To you, sir. And welcome to our very first podcast of Nomikai.
Nomikai Podcast. Thank you for joining us. Seriously, that is really easy to drink. It's like I can actually chug that like it's normal fucking juice.
Usually I take my time with it, no matter what. Like Long Island.
Right, but it's like I can actually chug that, and it's like juice.
Yeah, I feel the alcohol hit.
I feel the alcohol hit. I know it's there.
But it's like
But this raspberry lemonade, bro.
it really does help.
It helps.
Yeah,
It's like
lemonade, raspberry, whatever. It's actually really good. Of
It's
course,
great.
the drink that we did use for it, of course, one is the Familia Camarina Tequila, along with the Simply Lemonade with raspberry. Of course, we highly actually recommend these right here. We actually recommend. Do you need light actually?
no, we got it right here. I just had to get it a little bit closer.
All right, cool. Awesome. We highly recommend them. They're actually pretty good. We're gonna have to end these off because I'm getting too dark.
Right,
y'all
we're
can't
starting.
see me.
Yeah, you can't see him, and I'm starting to get to that level, and I'm lighter than he
Yeah,
is.
he's becoming a silhouette.
All right, we're both becoming silhouettes here. So
We're gonna see you guys next week. Of course, join us again, and I hope you guys enjoy. See you guys next time.
right, catch you on next Friday.
Peace.